Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Desire. In today's video we will see how to practice maps and I will be showing my own notes which I made for maps. Before starting today's map video, I would like to inform that earlier I have made how to use big maps efficiently. So if you guys have not watched it, you can watch it. The link is given in the description. So let's start today's video. So first of all, the most important thing which we need to do map practice or to learn maps is the atlas. So I have purchased this Orient Black Swan atlas and I use this particular one to practice and learn maps. But the most important thing which we need is we need to practice these maps. So for that I have purchased this blank maps from the market. I have purchased a political map for the world for India and a physical map for India. So I have purchased this blank map. So whenever I learn something new, I practice in this particular maps. This also helps me to learn things and also it helps me to memorize map in a much better way. Basically whatever new concept which I learned from atlas, for example there are river systems are there, mountains are there, ranges are there, so I read from this particular thing and I practice on this empty map. And now I would like to show some of the maps which I practiced. So I have done this. So whatever this is the empty map which I practiced. And there are some river systems which I learned, so I just marked those things out here. River system, their tributaries. Similarly, so there are the notes which I have written here, and in just continuation of it I have pasted the map. So this 2-3 pages consist of the entire notes for my river systems. I don't wanted to make it a clutter space, so I just drawn 2 river systems here, the Ganga river system and the Indus river system. So these empty maps really helps us to practice when we are in the beginning, and after, like once we are very familiar with this kind of maps and we know which rivers are flowing or which are the mountain ranges or other lakes, dams are there, then we can move ahead a little bit more and we can draw map on our own and mark things on it. But in the beginning I think this is sufficient, and it is very good in the initial phases that we have this empty maps and we keep on practicing the things which we are learning. Either it's the static portion or the dynamic, the current affairs which are going on, we can also keep on marking it and we can include and we can just clip it in our notes also. Now I will show the maps which I make during my revision, a very quick maps. So this is some of the prelims questions which I practiced for the June. So for the revision thing I did this. So what I have done here, so there are some questions which were in the current affairs, so I have tried to draw maps of it, and there are, if you can see, here is a very quick map which I made. So these kind of small diagrams we can include during when we are practicing for the means also writing. So at that point of time we don't have so much time that we can make a very perfect map which are aligned, but just a graphic representation is enough and we are good. So these really helps in the mains answer writing, these kind of maps, very short and representative, so these makes our answer more efficient. So I have made a lot of maps. So there was a question regarding this Gilgit region, so I have tried to make a small map of it. So the India-Pakistan border. So there is a small portion which is touching India and Afghanistan. China is there. So what are the areas which are disputed? Which are the areas are claimed by India? So I try to make a small map of it. So it just refreshes the image, the boundary, and also it also helps in the prelims, but it also enhances our memory, so we can make similar things, and that helps in our mains paper. And similarly I have done, so river system I made earlier also, but during revision whatever I recall, so I just made a small diagram here also. Similar things I have done for other things also. So there was a question regarding this Arctic Circle, Arctic Ocean. So I try to make some maps. So if similar type of questions come into mains also, so I can just make a small diagram over here and I can just explain the issue next to it. If there is a question regarding national park or we have to explain, so we can just make a very quick diagram like this. So it just take around like 30 to 40 seconds to make this small diagram, but it really helps us to gain a little more extra marks. So I have practiced a lot of maths like this. It's regarding the tectonic plates. So wherever I get a questions regarding which are related to geography, so I always try to draw in practicing the map. This also helps me to get the shape of the areas right, but it also helps me to keep the things remember in my memory for a longer duration of time. So I have marked the tiger reserves. So there was a question regarding the pairs of the tiger reserves. So I have drawn map of India and then I have marked the tiger reserves which are present there. Regarding the east flowing rivers, so for that also I have drawn this Western Ghats are there, and what are the eastern flowing rivers. About the Tista river, so I have just made a small, a very quick diagram, so it takes just 10 seconds, 20 seconds to draw it. And somewhere for my practice also what I have done, I just taken a cutout of these maps and I have also marked some of the things here. So I don't wanted to waste my time over here and also want to keep a good note of the things. So if the question is regarding international north-south transport corridor, so I have just marked things out over here. How it goes from India till Russia. So what are the things which come in between. Similarly for this also, so the question was regarding the Black Sea and the Sea of Marmara. So I just try to locate it things over here, but on top of it I also try to make a small handmade diagram which I can use for my mains, and this is for a better location of the areas. Also a very quick map of India and about the timelines, what are the about the longitude, so which are the, so there are a lot of questions, the longitude will be given and how many cities are passing through it, so we can just practice things here. So this also helps when we are attempting our prelims, so we can just make this quick diagrams and we can avoid little confusions which we can have at that point of time. One more thing I would like to share, when we are practicing maps, we can also we can draw the diagrams, but what we can also do is if we want to show how many states are connecting, or there is a question regarding what are the countries which are surrounding, so we can also try this kind of diagrams if you are not good with making very quick diagrams like this. So or such a diagrams, if you are not able to draw such kind of diagrams, you can also attempt this kind of a method where you can just show the main location an arrow out the nearby locations and just mark out which is the east, west or southwest direction. So this can also help. This thing also helps. You can just arrange things. So there are a lot of questions in the prelims, arrange the following states or following location, or there are some questions if you are going from north to south, so which are the centuries which come. So you can also when we are reading things, we can also arrange things. We can just write the name of the state and we can show the arrows greater than or smaller than. So these also, or north to south, and we can arrange names like this. So these are the also techniques where we can learn maps, but we are not drawing anything, but we are learning a lot, and which gives a lot of clarity that we are going from north to south or from south to north. This is my strategy for practicing the map. So first of all, there is Atlas, from where we can take a reference and we can learn new things. So obviously Atlas is the main source. Whatever we read in current affairs, we can just refer to the Atlas, or the maps which we have in front of ourselves. We can just mark things over there in the big maps which we have in front of our study area. If you guys don't have those huge big maps, you can also mark the things in your Atlas. So both things can work. And also by having this blank maps, so practicing on blank maps also works. And after a point of time, we are good with the things, we can also go for this hand drawn small diagrams, or we can just use the arrow method. So whatever method suits to you and you are comfortable and you can quickly draw it, you can go with that particular method in your exams. These are the methods and techniques which I use to practice and learn maps, but you can use other techniques also if you are comfortable into them. If you guys like this video, give a thumbs up, and if you guys have any doubts, you can post it in the comment section. I'll try to answer it, and also share your valuable views. Thank you guys for watching this particular video.